everyone, myself Deeksha from Biotechnica, and today I'm here with a very interesting topic which students are very much concerned about, and that is about the NEET 2023 examination. So, if you have recently given the NEET 2023 examination and you got stuck because your scores weren't high, and if you are preparing for NEET 2023 examination and you want to know the tips how to score better in the NEET examination, I am there to help you. So, first start with this video and I'll be giving you insights about the pattern of the NEET examination, and then we shall continue to discuss about the methods and the tips where you can improve your NEET score if you have given the NEET examination and you have not got the score that you required for getting admitted into the top med schools, and then we'll be discussing about the ideas how you can better them. So let's get started. The first and the foremost thing you should know in order to score good in any competitive examination is to know the pattern of the examination. So it's very much important for us to understand the pattern of examination so as to go through the basic aspect of the examination and learn what all we can do to achieve the best. So NEET examination has mostly MCQ questions. So they have MCQ questions, and then the question type of NEET examination is MCQ, and NEET is conducted now by NTA. We all know about it. The question pattern is multiple choice questions. The number of questions that are asked is 200, out of which you have to answer 180 questions. So the total number of questions will be 200, but out of it you have to answer 180 questions. The total sections for each subject would be section A, 35 questions, and section B, 15 questions, out of which you can attempt any 10 questions. So for each section, like for physics, for chemistry, for zoology as well as botany, there would be two sections, section A as well as section B, with a similar pattern. Then the total marks. So the total marks is 720 marks, and the marking scheme is like the if you have opted a correct response, the right one will get 4 marks, and for the wrong answer, 1 marks would be deducted. So the negative marking will be of 1 marks. So -1 will be deducted from the scored marks if you attempt a wrong question. So these are the pattern of the examination. So for any examination, you should understand the pattern of examination. You can't go blank and sit in the examination. You don't know how to attempt the examination. So you have to know about the pattern. So in order to score good in NEET examination, you should know completely and thoroughly the pattern of the examination. Now the second part that is important is knowing about the syllabus. So you can download the syllabus in the NTA website. The syllabus, once the syllabus is downloaded, you can divide the syllabus, because you are studying about physics also, chemistry also, zoology, botany also in the term of biology. You need to divide the syllabus because you should have separate syllabus, and the syllabus which you will be downloading from the NTA website, you should highlight the syllabus because the syllabus is huge and you have to highlight the points that is important for you, or you can say that is more scoring and you can perform well, or you can study in a better manner the topics of your interest, the topics that are frequently asked. So based on that, you can divide the syllabus. So you can divide the syllabus again: physics, chemistry, zoology, botany. So the division should be different for the different subjects, and then accordingly you can highlight the portions of the syllabus. So divide the syllabus and then highlight the portions based on your interest and the most scoring words. So if you are not finding any topic, you're not interested in the topic, and the topic is not that scoring, leave the topic. Don't try to cover everything, because then your scores wouldn't get high. So you should smartly act upon preparing for the examination. You should divide the syllabus accordingly. So if you haven't done it before, please do it after this video. Do it and prepare for the upcoming NEET examination. The second point we have done. Now the third point is put emphasis on biology. So most of the students, what they do in order to prepare for physics and chemistry, they forget preparing for biology because they underestimate the biology. So they think that they won't be able to get a higher score if they won't get good scores in physics and chemistry, which is actually true, which is absolutely true, because biology most of the students will have a good grip upon. But you should know that biology is the most scoring because they're going for a med school. So you should know the basics of biology. So you shouldn't leave biology or underestimate or neglect biology and studying the other parts, because then what will happen when the question paper will come, will make silly mistakes, and those silly mistakes will put your score down. So you should put emphasis upon biology, especially you should go through the whole syllabus. You should always go thoroughly for the whole syllabus. You should always go point by point, and you should see what all topics are there. Every topic you should at least read once and twice, and then you should opt for the most scoring like the portion of the syllabus, the most scoring chapters from where questions are frequently asked. Just go through it and then make parts. Making parts is important. Let's say you are studying zoology as well as botany, so again you have a subdivision in the biology itself. So make parts, because biology also, it's not like very much monotonous. We have a variety, so the variety is like questions are coming from diversity also, anatomy also, physiology also, and then questions from microbial biotechnology as well as normal biotechnology, fermentation, such application based questions also come. So you have to make parts that you have. The diversity portion will be different to study. The anatomy portion would be different. You should make strategies that is different for these different subdivisions, because that is important for you, so that you can easily put emphasis upon the important topics and the important sections of the biology revision for the NEET preparation. So you should accordingly put that weightage. And then the next point you can do is you should study NCERT. Yes, NCERT is the benchmark. It's the key emphasis factor for the NEET examination. Students, what they do, they rely upon the study materials, upon a huge pile of side books and huge publications, questions that are higher than the like their +2 level. They will always put emphasis upon them. Ultimately their concepts will go literally get drained. So their concepts will get drained, and then during the time of examination, the questions which are easy enough for them to solve, they won't be able to solve them properly, and they will make again silly mistakes. So you should study NCERT. That is the base of your preparation study. Never try to underestimate, never try to forget NCERT. You should study NCERT. Each and every line should be kept in your mind, especially regarding NCERT. Don't think that it's a NEET examination question will come only the high level application based question, basic theory won't come. No, questions will come, maybe not direct but indirectly also from NCERT only. So if you don't have the base, you can't make a building upon it. So you should have a base, so you can you can study from NCERT by underlining the points. So underlining is very important, because you should always go through each and every line of NCERT. Repeating each and every line of NCERT you should keep in your mind, be it physics, be it chemistry, be it biology. Then you can refer for solving questions related to physics, numericals or something else from other book also. That's up to you, but never ever try to forget, never ever try to neglect NCERT. Underline the points that are important and make notes of them. If you are not comfortable in making notes, then also it's fine. You can simply underline and you can make highlight the points, or if you are comfortable in making notes, prepare notes. Okay, so this is about the NCERT. So you should the fourth tip is that you should always study NCERT. The fifth tip is you should always study from one source. Again, grabbing your attention upon the diversions on road won't take you anywhere. There's no destination for it. So you should always study from one source. That means that you shouldn't mug up different books for one subject. You are studying from Arihant, also you are studying from All-in-One, also you are studying from Pradeep, also you are studying from let's say Ashchand, also you are studying from everywhere, and you are not getting the concept clarity. So shouldn't mark upon the different books for one subject. You should always follow one publication. Let's say if you are studying for biology, if you are finding that like for me the concepts from one publication, the language will be different for one person to another. So if you are, let's say, preparing for the NEET examination, each and every publications have their own USP, so you can't compare. Okay, so it depends how much you are comfortable in that particular publication, studying those books, studying the book of a particular author. So it depends on your personal choice. So always opt for the author or a publication which you think gives you the most satisfaction after the study, because you are getting the concepts clarity every time. So the concept clarity is important. So you should always follow one publication based on that, based on the level of the like concepts and the clarity of the concepts. Don't try to go for high standard books and end up getting confused. Never do that. So you should always follow one publication. The publication that I'll again say which is suitable for you, because it might be different for me, it might be different for you. So follow one publication and don't rely too much upon study materials. Yeah, you should follow the standard books. You should not rely too much upon the coaching materials, study materials. Yeah, it is good. It is good because they will give you a summary of everything and you find it easier to study. But in a long run, those study materials won't help you because you're not getting your base clarity. Okay, the base clarity is important. The grassroots of concept clarity is important. So you should always refer to books and then come to study materials and practice questions or study or revise. So never rely too much. I'm not saying don't study, never rely too much upon these study materials. Now the sixth point that I'll recommend would be problem solving. Problem solving is important because your mind should be trained in such a way that you're always solving the questions related to the subject concerned and the type of like the examination that you are giving. So for any examination, problem solving is very much important. So for problem solving, 3 points that should always keep in your mind is use references. Yeah, you should use again references, side books, again suitable for you, that is best for you in your view, that will give you the most conceptual clarity. So you always use reference books and solve the exercise questions. So at the end of the chapter, you'll find the questions, exercise questions. Always solve those questions. Never try to go to the next chapter without solving any question. Remember, theory is not important. If you are not solving question, you are not retaining those memory, like concepts of the memory. Okay, so the concepts are important. You should retain those concepts in your memory. So solve the exercise questions. And also in between the topics, if you are studying, let's say one chapter, if you are studying atomic structure, in between also you'll find there are many questions, especially they will be given in side books a lot. There will be many index question or the exemplar questions like that. Solve example questions or index questions. Solve and then move to the next topic. This will help you in retaining the concepts related to the previous topic that you have studied. Now, don't overburden yourself. So like overburdening means that we always try to push ourselves more and more because we feel that we are away from like the success and we are not able to achieve the best for us because others are achieving. So stop that. Don't overburden yourself that you are worthless, you're not doing anything good, you are not able to crack the examination, not scoring good, you are not able to get the score what your friends have got. Never overburden yourself. This will always put you into a negative situation. So stop comparing yourself with others. That is the foremost thing that will always ruin your confidence. Never compare yourself with other persons, especially with your colleagues who have got the good medical colleges and universities. Never compare yourself with them. You are on your own way, they are on their own way. You shouldn't. There's no intermingling. There's no intermingling of the the career path. So it's exclusively for you and you have to work in your own way. Never try to see anyone else. And note down your weak points. If you think that you are continuously committing the same mistakes, always try to write down your weak points. There's no faults. There's no loophole in sitting and then finding your weak points. It's at least better than comparing yourself. So always try to find out your weak points and work upon them, because if you're working in a positive direction, you're making yourself better rather than sitting and then comparing yourself. It will always give you negative vibes. So note down your weak points and don't study in an unrealistic manner. Okay, today I have realized that I have these many weak points. From today I'll study 20 hours in a day. No, don't study like that, and don't study in an unrealistic manner where you are studying a lot of concepts in one day, lot of chapters in one day. Next day you are feeling okay, you are just occupied with those concepts and you don't know how to proceed with it. So don't study in an unrealistic manner. Yeah, it's true that today you will realize you have committed certain mistakes that you shouldn't have, but next day if you will be consistent throughout the journey, you will realize that you have really reached far and you have overseeded those mistakes and you are a better aspirant now. So don't overburden yourself. This is the seventh tip I will give to the students who are preparing for NEET and who want to score better. Never overburden yourself. It's not about just the tactical applications about your knowledge towards the examination. It's also about your psychological implementations too. So it's very important. The next point is you have to practice questions. Again, it's in competitive examination with negative marking, with lot of people giving the same examination. You have to score well, you have to score such that you get the desired college. So for that you have to practice questions, just practice the questions, because you are being given with the questions only during the 3 hours 20 minutes of the examination. So you should always practice the question, you should solve the PYQ. That is a must for every competitive examination, because the solving the previous year question will give you the insights about the pattern of the questions that are asked in the particular examination. So you should always solve the previous year questions. Never forget to solve the previous year question. If you have like one week left and you think that you have to cover one subject, on the other point you have to solve PYQ, leave that one topic from the subject and solve PYQ. That will I will recommend. Never try, if you have 1 week and thinking that I'll cover one topic and then I will not solve PYQ because that topic is important, don't do that. Might be that question won't come from that topic, but if you solve PYQ, at least you will get 7 to 8 questions at least from each subject. It will be like correct for you. So always solve previous year questions and then practice sets. So the sets can be available by the institutions also. You can go to University sites also. Anywhere you go, you can practice sets. So practice. And then numericals is also important because you are dealing with physics, chemistry. So practice and solve numericals. Learn all the formulas, remember everything, and then practice the numericals. These are the best thing that you can do. Next point is revision. Now, everything you study, you have to revise, you have to retain everything so as to keep those things in your mind at the time when you're giving the examination. So you should always revise, and you can always follow a revision pattern that is suitable for you. So the revision pattern should again be exclusive for you, depending upon your preparation strategy and your mental uptake, how much memory, like how much you can retain in your mind every day, how much memory power you have. And there's no point in feeling ashamed of it, that I can't retain many things in a day. It's okay, it's different for everyone. Don't try to again overburden yourself. So revise everything. Revision is very much important. You can follow revision pattern that suits you, and you can learn formulas, because most of the questions are formula based, depending upon the physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, or the trends in the organic chemistry. You go to physics also, there are a lot of formulas. So you have to learn all the formulas. Every formula is necessary. You have to learn all the formulas. At least you have to go through the formulas that are being asked repeatedly in the examination. You should learn all the formulas, and you can revise. Revision pattern you can make in such a way that you can revise easy topics weekly, because if that topic you feel easy, even if you won't revise for 2-3 days, it will be in your mind. So you don't have to revise it every day. Easy topics you can shift for the weekends to revise, and then difficult topics which you think that might you sleep and next day you will feel like you are not remembering a lot of things about it. Difficult topics you can revise every day. So at least 30 minutes for each subject to revise the daily topics, to revise difficult topics daily, what you have studied throughout the day, and you feel that has been difficult for you to retain in your mind. So it's important for you to revise the difficult topics daily, and the easy ones you can revise in the weekends also. So here we have given you some points. The first one, understand the pattern of examination, divide the syllabus, put emphasis upon biology, that this is very important. Then study from one source, study NCERT, always always rely upon problem solving, always have the nature of solving questions. Problem solving attitude should be there. You shouldn't overburden yourself. Practice questions, revise, and then the last one is that you have to improve healthily. Now, many students, they say that they initially had a very good score and then later they came to a situation that their scores aren't high. Many students say that they were a very less scorer initially, and later they had improved a lot. So this improvement pattern I have seen especially in most of the students who prepare for NEET examination. So improvement is important, and for improvement you have to be consistent. You shouldn't be like, I'm scoring very high so I'll reduce my efforts. You shouldn't do that. You have to be always consistent, and if you have committed a mistake, if you think that they have a lot of guilt-ridden mind. They think that, okay, I wasn't able to solve this, maybe I shouldn't prepare for, I should quit the examination, why I'm here. Always try to forgive yourself. You're a human, you can make mistakes and you can come out of it. So you are a human, forgive yourself for everything that you do. So forgive yourself and then come up with a better person. So have a positive attitude, and most importantly, sleep. Don't try like shifting night shift. You're studying for 4 hours, then sleeping for 2 hours, waking up at 4. No, 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 don't do that. Straight away sleep for 8 hours, and night should be for sleeping only. Straight away sleep for 8 hours, and then for the whole day you study. It's okay, but don't try to make shiftings. Don't try to do part time with sleeping. Don't risk your health, because ultimately it will affect your preparation only. So these points may sound subtle, but it's very important for you to get a high score, to improve your score in the NEET examination. It's very important, because you won't understand it now. Later you will realize that how many mistakes you made in order to become the best. So go through the pattern, always go through the syllabus, always be with a strategy, put emphasis upon biology, never forget NCRT, use references book. It's okay, always solve questions, practice questions, and I'm sure that you will definitely score better in the upcoming NEET examination. I hope you have liked this video. Thank you so much for watching.